What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron. How are we doing today? Another day, another dollar. We're out here in these streets. Time to draft a best Ball Mania team with all the fellas in the chat. How is everybody doing? Let me know. Let me know. Holler at me. How is everybody doing? I am August. I am here. Ready to roll. We just recorded tomorrow morning's video. It should be a fun one. But how are we? And I'm early today. What do you know about that? I put 10 p.m. I put 10 p.m. in the schedule, and I said, never let them know your next move, fellas. I'm here. I'm in there. How are we? How is everybody doing? Mr. March, Mr. August. I'm Mr. Worldwide at this point. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. That's what I say to all the guys who are standing up for Joe Mixon in my comment section, saying that he's going to be this year's what are they saying? They're saying he's going to be this year's Josh Jacobs. And I'll say we did the research for the running back video that dropped today. My rebuttal to that would be is I didn't like Josh Jacobs last year. I will say though, Josh Jacobs was on one of my best teams that you guys, the stream, convinced me to draft, and I took him in some spots when he'd fall to the 7th or 8th. But 100%. I missed on Josh Jacobs last year, point blank. But I think if I put him through the study we did this morning, it would check out that he would have been actually a pretty decent pick in the dead zone. He probably was going to be projected for good amounts of volume. He was going to be a guy who Josh Jacobs came into the league really, really young, and he caught a lot of passes in college. So that's interesting. The receiving upside was there. In 2021, he actually caught a good amount of passes. He was going to probably hit the 3-target threshold. Going into last year, he was like 24, so he would have hit the age threshold we're looking for, whereas Mixon's now 27, past his prime. To me, Mixon isn't this year's Josh Jacobs. I think he's kind of this year's like Ezekiel Elliott. I think he'll hover around like, RB2 production, but I'm not paying up for that in the 4th round. But that's just like my little rant on everybody that kind of came up in that video yesterday and was hitting me with, I think Joe Mixon's going to smash this year. And he very well might. Joe Mixon. But I just wanted to say my piece here. But if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. I love Solid for that. We got Henry Muto in here. Yeah, smash a like. Run out here grinding. I'm in here. We're drafting every single... Yeah, dude, look, I am August, but I'm delirious in August. I'm saying, like, I don't know what... Dude, like, I was having, like damn near a stroke on the league-winning wide receiver video. I said like 14 times in a row I'm talking through Devontae Adams, and I kept saying Jimmy Graham, and like I even corrected myself. Like I was like, I know it's Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't know. I recorded it in the morning, and I was just an absolute... I don't know what happened. All right, I'm all over the place. I am August, but also in August I'm a little bit crazy. All right, we're consuming more caffeine than we've ever consumed. We are sleeping less than we've ever slept, but it's all for the good of the people, good of the content. We got Pablo Escobar in here. Yes, sir. We got Brandon. Nolan's in here. Aesthetic Skills. We got Cameron. What's going on, fellas? Why the hat? Did you get another bad haircut? No. I just was having a bad haircut. Or just having a bad hair day is really what it is. Just having... Yeah. I don't know what happened today. I will say sometimes I just forget to put product in. And then sometimes I can get away with it, and sometimes I can't. And my hair's too long right now to not get away with it. So it's just where we're at. I didn't get a bad haircut. It's just my hair's a little bit long and unkempt right now, I guess you could say. We got Mike Murray in here going all caps. YouTube watcher, you said you were in best ball this morning with your late pick. I remember seeing Team Danny DeVito. I don't know who that is, but that's dope. Bro bought out the S tier title. Yeah, I had to. We'll see how, dude, we're at a spot right now where the algo is so hot. And like I've said this a million times, but like I love you guys to death. I don't know what's going on right now. Usually we get a nice August bump, like, the week of like August 20th. Right now we're already seeing that bump, and the algorithm's just putting me everywhere. And I'm kind of seeing how far we can push the limits. Like Goated worked the other day. We'll see what an S tier does tonight. It seems, we're already at 120 in here. But what do we got? You said you wanted to make sure I get to bed on time tonight? Hey man, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can help you with that. What else we got? We got Zach in here. The casuals hate this take. Yeah, they do. Who's your Josh Jacobs this year? I think it's probably J.K. Dobbins, man. It's probably, yeah, dude. I float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. That's the issue. We got Winnie in the back, too, for anybody out there that likes him. Mixon, Schmixon. I mean, I think he could be fine, but he's just not my guy. May not be scouting 2024 edges. Oh, my God. Brock, you're such a nerd in the trenches, dude. Which draft tonight? We're gonna do a BBM. You said you're not gonna let you fell asleep to me streaming last night. Yes, sir. Brother, you need more coffee, dude. It's so late right now. But what else? We got a super chat here from SS Austin, dude. SS Austin, that is a name that I recognize from at least last offseason. So I respect you, bro. What do you got? I watched your fade video. Would Tank fit into the guys you need to draft with ETN getting drafted in the 4th round? I would say that they're both good targets, really. They're both good targets. Like, them both being top 12 round picks means that the offense is good and you want pieces of it. I still do like ETN. Like, I didn't really touch on ETN yesterday, but he still graded out like kind of fine. His offensive line just barely missed the cut, but he's on a really good offense, and I think he's going to catch more passes than we think. So ETN's also a guy. Like, I would say him and Gibbs are two guys I'm honestly kind of hammering in the dead zone right now, where if ETN's there in the late 4th, and if Gibbs is there at any point in the 4th, I'm taking him. But let's get into this draft, shall we? As always, we're going to hop into a Best Ball Mania draft. This is going to be Best Ball Mania draft like number 84 or something. And if you want to hop in and draft with us, we are going to be streaming every single day this summer until NFL kickoff. We're going to be doing this every single day, every single night. We're like, I don't even like making this comp, but we're like Jake Paul in his YouTube prime. I don't like Jake Paul. I'm actually starting to come. These days, he's not as bad, but in his prime, he was like vlogging every single day. But that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be posting every single day, fantasy football every single day. We're going to be drafting every day. So if you want to hop in on the phone, we're doing best ball drafts where you can get to draft teams with me, and then there's no waivers, there's no, baggage of like trades and having to like manage a team. You draft it, you forget about it. You get a nice little experience here. You get a nice little mental rep for your home league draft, and you get a shot at $3 million in Best Ball Mania 4. So make sure you use promo code Ron when you sign up for Underdog Fantasy. I have the link in the description, comment section down below, the live chat. You click it, it takes you to Underdog Fantasy. It uses promo code Ron. It matches your deposit up to $100. So let's share the screen. Let's hop in here. Somebody just said I'm Ronnie Moneybags. Dude, I hate to say it, fellas. Look, I usually steer away from showing how much money's in the account. The account's dwindling. The account is... Whoa. I don't know what that showed, but let's chill there. That's not what I quite wanted. But as you can see, I'm probably going to have to deposit pretty soon on Underdog. But let's hop into a BBM. Anybody that wants to hop in with us, just click at the same time. I'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, boom. And then into here. You said, how do you get in the draft? You just got to have quick fingers, fellas. We got one left here. Damn. One left. Who's it going to be? Who wants... Oh, we got 2 left. Who wants to be great? Who wants to be great? I love... Oh, my God. 3 people just left. All right, so now we're good to go. Now we're good to go. Let's get our mind right. And if you're in this draft, let me know. We have the 7th spot here, which is kind of fun. We'll pop this out. We're drafting from the 7th spot. Let's go 125. Boom. All right, now we can kind of settle in. You said, Ron, get out of my slow drafts, dude. I'm in all of them, dude. I'm in all of them. I will say as well, fellas, I like people. All right, so I hate to say this, guys. I'm going to peel back the curtain a little bit. I had a guy comment. He's like, I love your stuff, but this take is awful, right? I dropped a Mike Evans short today. I'm just gonna be straight up, man to man with you guys, and there might be girls in here too, man to woman. Take my short form content with a grain of salt. If you see me with a TikTok video or a YouTube short, those are all bite-sized clips that you guys know I'm details oriented, right? We did a video this morning that was like a half an hour long on like dead zone running backs. I've built this channel on being as thorough as possible. Those are literally specifically edited and made by a guy that I have to just drive clicks and views. That's all it is, and that's all short form is, man. You go to TikTok and like anything I do that's like well researched and well thought out, it doesn't do well on short form. So anything that you see isn't like I'm not really drafting a shit ton of Mike Evans anymore. That's just a short that is now circulating. It's pretty much driving new people to the channel. Like outside of that, it's nothing really else. Let's go Eckler here. I've been wanting to make an effort to draft more Eckler. The 3 guys, like I did a tweet earlier, but the 3 guys that I'm really lacking on in terms of my first round exposures is Austin Eckler, Travis Kelce, and CeeDee Lamb. Those are the 3 guys I want to draft more of in the first round that I'm all under like 6% ownership on. So that's where we're at right now. Kamara's this year's Josh Jacobs for you. I don't hate that call. What are you doing with the Lance Purdy situation? As of right now, I'm just kind of assuming that I think Purdy starts week 1, but I also don't know that he starts the entire season. So I'm not really drafting Trey Lance, but it wouldn't shock me in the slightest if like Purdy kind of reverted back to the mean a little bit and kind of just became, you know, who we thought he was coming out of school as like a 7th round pick, and then Trey Lance gets that next shot. I think Trey Lance gets the first at bat after if Purdy sort of sucks or anything, but it's tough to say that Purdy won't play well just because he's been so good. So it's Purdy's job to lose, and in the event that he does lose, I think Trey Lance would be squarely back in the mix. And we do know Trey Lance runs the ball so much that all he needs to do is just start a game, and he'll score fantasy points for us, which is really, really nice. What else we got in here? You said, it's like jokingly, I say to my friend, if he ain't over 260, I'm not watching his fucking tape. I do love that. Wow, Stephon Diggs, AJ Brown at the turn is beautiful. God damn, that's a nice start. I'll put respect on your name. Yeah, I got my socials. I'm having my guy deliver right now, but I'm gonna have my individual passport, social security numbers all individually. I'm gonna have it individually sent and mailed out to everybody that likes this stream. So if you like this stream, you will have my credit card, debit card, social security number, birth certificate, and like if you want like a baby tooth as well, just DM me and I'll send that one to you as well. All right, so I think we're gonna go. Let's go double hero. Let's mess around with an Eckler Pollard build here. I didn't really think about it too much. Nobody else has double tapped running back here. We'll see if McCaffrey does it. So it should be fine. Yeah, 107's not fun. Yeah, I haven't been doing a lot of I don't do threads on Twitter anymore. That's how I built the account, and then I just stopped doing them just because they're so bad. You said recently came across your channel, really enjoyed the analytical perspective. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's a crazy 1-2 turn, man. God damn. Diggs AJ Brown is sweet, dude. I'm jealous. We'll see if he screws it up, though. I'm kind of hoping he screws it up. Kind of hoping and praying he screws it up, man. I got to be honest. You said you're drafting a lot of Trey Lance in round 18. I've cooled off, personally. I have enough. Dude, I'm going to show you guys something really scary here. I maxed the big board. So this was pre-NFL draft. And this is when he was like a 10th, 11th, 12th round pick. I mean, we did go crazy on like Lamar Jackson to Andrews, so I'm happy about that. But god damn, a lot of dead teams in there that have Trey Lance. Unless if he pops off and goes crazy. I mean, we'll see. They're not dead just yet, but I don't feel great about it. You said, Ryan, I need some Superflex tips. I'm about to get killed in this draft. Superflex, I got to be honest, I could do a Superflex strategy video. I just don't really play Superflex redraft. Like, I'd be kind of, not talking out of turn, but it'd be tough. Oh, I'm praying on the 112's downfall right now. I'm praying on your downfall, brother. I don't know if he's in this stream, in this chat, but I'm praying on your downfall, my boy. What else we got in here? Hey, we got Jeremy Schoen in here. In your home league, you went Bijan, Amon-Ra, Devonta Hall, Christian Watts. Good Lord, man. I have not watched episode 1 of Hard Knocks yet. I plan to either tonight by myself or tomorrow with my mother. Wow, 307 Josh Allen, huh? We're going to go 307 Josh Allen. I could have gone. It kind of sucks. I do wish, to be honest, if I could take that pick back and go like Olave then Ramondre, that would have been kind of cool. But I'm fine going Allen there. None of these wide receivers I want in the third round anyway, so we kind of got squeezed out of quarterback here. And, we do a lot of, zero RB builds on this channel and hero RB builds. We're going to be the guy in this draft room that puts his nuts on the floor and says, you know what? Screw your damn wide receivers in a half PPR league. I am August. I do what I please. What are you saying? Only 254. What? Are you shaming my volume right now? My draft volume? Or am I bugging? You said, explain to me what we get wrong with Swift if he's not the same talent that we were chasing in Detroit. Understand the concern with Hurts. I actually talked about it yesterday in the Do Not Draft RBs video. I'm coming back around on Swift. I actually just moved him up. By the way, cheat sheet. I actually updated it last night and then a little bit this morning. Patreon.com/Ron Stewart. I have already my top 200 cheat sheets. You can go out there and dominate your home leagues. And I actually moved up DeAndre Swift. We looked at it yesterday, and we sort of looked through the data of kind of like what a dead zone running back does in terms of making it out. Now, Swift isn't necessarily a dead zone back. He's like right on the fringes in that 7-8 area, or that 7th round area, which dead zone technically is 4 through 6. But Swift is a guy who fits the criteria we want, where he's on an amazing offense with an amazing offensive line, and it's an ambiguous backfield where if Rashad Penny wasn't there, DeAndre Swift is probably, like a 4th, 5th round pick. So we want that. That gives us a lot of room for profit, especially, Rashad Penny hasn't been the healthiest guy in the world. And really the only thing that's so tough for me to stomach is I would be all in on Swift. You guys know we've been all in on Swift the last couple of years here. Let's go with Christian Watson. Yeah, why not? I mean, like, Drake London is, like, sort of cool, but, dude, the reports coming out of camp on Jordan Love are, like, kind of shockingly positive. But what I'll say with DeAndre Swift, we've been in on him, like, pretty much ever since he was a rookie. And it's just the Eagles are just, like, a bad skill set match where Jalen Hurts and the Eagles had the least amount of running back targets and running back target share in the entire NFL last year. 32nd, dead last. And that was with Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell. Miles Sanders, who's kind of a capable pass catcher. Kenneth Gainwell, a guy who had 50 catches in the same offense in Memphis with Antonio Gibson and Calvin Austin, which was a pretty big feat. And he still didn't use them. So that's my biggest concern, is that DeAndre Swift, the way that DeAndre Swift wins is unlocking a receiving upside. And he's in an offense where he can't really realize that. Now, I will say that maybe I've been operating with too much uncertainty, thinking that maybe now they bring in, DeAndre Swift is the best pass-catching running back that Jalen Hurts or Sirianni has had in the scheme now. So maybe they do incorporate him. They do kind of have a lack of a third wide receiver. Like, of course, they have Goddard, Smith, A.J. Brown, but like a slot guy. They have, like, Zacchaeus and stuff. I mean, Swift can definitely carve out a role, and it's not hard to see him, even as a smaller back to Penny. If Penny goes down, DeAndre Swift is now an RB1 every single week. If Penny stays healthy, it's not, like, crazy to think that Swift could be the 2-minute drill, third down, long down, and distance guy, and then still mix in between the tackles as, like, an efficient in-space runner. So I've just sort of come around to the idea that I just want all Eagles running backs. I think that's probably the best way to play it at this point. Yeah, so that was my monologue on DeAndre Swift. Dean Johnson is 12. Respect, brother. Yeah, you're having a pretty flawless start here. Then Lamar Jackson and Gibbs. God damn it, dude. God damn it, that's a 6 start, bro. Yep, that's a 6 start. All right, so what do we got coming back to us here? We're just going to take best available and go with Ayuk. We got to, like, now we're in a spot where we go 2 running backs and a quarterback for 3 rounds. Like, we need to really make up ground here at wide receiver. I do want to make sure that I have some of these Bills guys stacked just to make sure I'm targeting that in the back of my head. Or starred. You know what I'm saying. Yep, wide receiver is going to be tough, I'll be honest. No, he's a viewer, and I'm still praying on his downfall. I'm sorry, bro. I'm praying on your downfall, Dean. I just am. You can't get a start like that and go unchecked. I'm sorry. Captain Spock, you're doing some damn good offseason content this year, Ron. Thank you, man. I recognize your name, too. You definitely were here last offseason. You definitely were. I appreciate that, man. You said Herzig only has 114 drafted teams. He's honestly in a spot where he's probably made so much money from best ball that, like, the time spent on drafting teams probably isn't good for him ROI at this point. Pesky, did you really just shame me for having 254 drafts done? I feel like that's a decent chunk, man. And you have to remember, on top of that, I have 150 big boards. So I'm at like 300 plus total. We're going to get there. We're going to crank up the volume. But yeah, me saying praying on downfall is just like, you guys definitely know the T Grizzly song. And he screwed it up. He screwed it up. He took Alexander Madison. That's how you screw it up, man. You done fucked it. You done fucked it, Dean. You done fucked it. No bueno. I would have gone Lockett. I would have gone JS. Or no, I'm an idiot. But I would have gone Lockett. Wouldn't have gone Madison. I think that you could have just sort of ridden out. I think I would have gone Lockett, Kittle. 5-12 Madison doesn't feel great after that start at 12. So let's see. This is going to come back around to us. Man, someone took Gabe Davis, dude. Why? Why would you do such a thing, man? We needed Gabe. You know what? We made a short on Mike Evans today. Let's take Mike Evans. We're just going to spam wide receiver now. What else we got in here? Who are the main rookie wide receivers you're looking to target here? I love Marvin Mims, and I love Quentin Johnston. But I also like JS. I like all of them, to be honest. They're all pretty great. You're sold on Bijan RB1 overall. Talk me out of it, Ron. I cannot. Favorite offense to break out this year? Yeah, probably Ravens, but like past that, I kind of like the Broncos. I like the Broncos to bounce back. I like the Browns to bounce back. I kind of like the Falcons, too. What else we got in here? We got a super chat. Thank you, Joe. I'm not sure if you asked anything, but I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. You said, I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. You guys are going, dude, 320 people in here on a random Wednesday night. I do appreciate everybody in here. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. So was here last year too? Was that your first year making content? No. First year making content was pandemic, 2020, but didn't really pick up any steam until like 2021ish. I would say this is like my third. This is my fourth official off season. Ron, brother, please touch grass. This is at some point in August. I think I'm going golfing on Saturday. Golfing's probably the only time I'll be freaking touching grass at all in August. You said your top 200 rankings made for underdog or home leagues. They are made for home leagues. I know wide receivers pushed up. I was actually debating last night. I might make a note that wide receivers pushed up in a way so you're avoiding the dead zone and you're making sure that you're drafting wide receiver through the flex plus another one or two. And that's usually kind of the strategy that I abide by. But I do think it's worth mentioning that I might want to write a note to make sure that, like, you shouldn't blindly follow the rankings and draft like 7 wide receivers before your first running back. I just want to make sure the wide receivers are pushed up so you're drafting optimally, and then sort of on your own you can kind of taper off them. But I do, there becomes a switch where I'm fading the dead zone guys, and then in the cheat sheet I push up your like DeAndre Swift, Rashad White, that tier of guys, like all the way through Rashad Penny, Zach Charbonnet, Devin A-Chain, like those like round 8 through 10 running backs. I'm pushing those guys up as like big time targets. And I went Darren Waller there. I know it didn't really say what I was doing. Also, for the audio listeners, again, we put every stream, every video on the podcast feed. So if you're out there, then you're like, oh man, I'd rather listen to these. I have a link in the description that has like the Spotify link, the Apple Music link, Google Play link. But we started from the 107, kind of an ugly spot where we go Eckler, Tony Pollard, Josh Allen, Christian Watson, Ayuk, Mike Evans, Darren Waller there. We have elite onesies now, and we just need to sort of make up ground at wide receiver. I'm thinking this might be like a 2-5-9-2 build. We'll see. We shall see how we end up here. Mr. August Tattoo. Don't tempt me with a good time, David. That's actually, I mean, I don't want to out your government name here, Dave, but that's my boy from back home. That's my boy from back home, and he will most likely be at the draft party on draft weekend. Who is stealing Madison's goal line carries? That's just the issue with Madison, that it's all just propped up volume. It's just a very, it's just a trap. It's just a trap. To me, it has Alex Collins, Thomas Rawls, Isaiah Crowell, written all over it. But I'd rather have Swift or Pierce. Probably Pierce, but by like a very little bit. Hey, we got Stock Exchange in here? Yeah, dude. I have no words for what the algorithm has been blessing this channel with the last few days. Let's go Treylon Burks here. We got to just keep stacking up wide receivers at this point. Let's check in on the 12 spot. Zay Flowers, Rashad White. That's probably fine. Madison pick is tough for me. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's usually Danny, but if it's the Stock Exchange account and it's not Danny's personal account, it might be Bush. I don't know. You said, why so high on Bijan? Because he is the greatest prospect we've seen since Saquon, and running back. The running back landscape is as bad as it's ever been. This has been a low point for running backs. Why not bet against that? I also put a poll on Twitter yesterday. I had all of the first-round running backs right now, so Chubb, Eckler, McCaffrey, Bijan, and I put up a poll. Who's most likely to be the 101 in 2024? And it was by a billion Bijan Robinson. So if we know that Bijan's the odds-on favorite among all first-round running backs to be the 101 next year, like my little brother, and I think it just kind of highlights just kind of the, I don't know if it's the innate like human nature of being skeptical of the unknown, but the sentiment is we haven't seen him play yet, so how can you draft him in the first round? And the issue is you can't wait to see it before you draft him, right? Like, that's just not how fantasy football works, right? Cooper Kupp goes absolutely insane. He was a 5th-round value. He was the first overall pick the next year. When we have these guys like Bijan Robinson coming into the NFL, fresh legs, top 10 draft capital, something that we didn't see for Breece Hall or Jonathan Taylor, two amazing prospects in their own right, you bet on the talent. He's a really good bet to be a first-round pick next year. And, of course, you win fantasy by scoring the most points, but you also win if you draft, generally speaking, variance aside, if you draft more first and second round picks in 2024, you're going to do a lot better than your league mates in 2023, right? Like, in general, you're going to win leagues if you draft the next year's first round picks. And Bijan has a great case to be a first round pick next year. The rest of the running backs are pretty shaky. So to me, I'm ready to take him, like, you know, as early as like the 6th pick, if I had to. Oh, you're shaming the viewer count. No, it's all good. It's all good. You're drafting Pup Cup teams. I would love to. I would love to. I just haven't been able to. What am I shooting on 18, bro? A billion, bro. A billion. A billion and like 14 lost, or 20 lost golf balls, dude. That's where we're at right now. Don't make me get up and get my. I have like a random like 5-iron sitting around in the studio. Don't make me. I'll go grab it and I'll show off the swing, dude. I'll show off the swing right now. No, my swing is bad, dude. It's bad. I post videos on Twitter. People roast me. I don't know that Swift is necessarily right next to Dameon Pierce. I mean, I agree. I have Pierce ranked ahead of him, but Swift went in the 7th round pick, or it was a 7th round pick here, and Pierce was a 6th round pick here, I think. Yeah, he was a 6th round pick. So that's where Swift is going behind him. Exactly, home run hitter, and he's going to have the widest running lanes of his entire career, scrambling QB plus the best O-line in football. They're going to score a lot of points. Like, it's pretty easy to see how Swift pays off, to be honest. If I win BBM, Mr. August tattoo has to happen. If we hit like 50,000 subscribers in August, which is like a crazy lofty goal, maybe I should. But Dave is saying that Kleiner, he's my buddy from back home. He went down the shore for the 4th of July weekend, and I was like drunk talking with him. I was like, oh, dude, let's get a tattoo together. So he's been making fun of me ever since, saying he should get a tattoo. Yeah, 345 watching. Only say, yeah. Good point, Joe. Leave a like in here. I appreciate everyone that's coming out. Leave a like. It's nice. You just press the button. It does the boy a nice little thing there. Yeah, exactly. Lean into uncertainty. In the dead zone, you don't want the projected volume. You want the murky backfields and the weird stuff, especially if you just target murky backfields on good offenses, you're going to do well over time. Let's see. All right, so we're one pick away here. Don't need a tight end. You could, like, make the case that we could take a running back here. Because I don't really love the wide receivers in this area, if I'm being completely blunt. But I feel like maybe we should still just take another wide receiver. Like, I'm struggling between Boyd. I don't take Juju at all, but I'll take Juju on the other side of this. No, I'm taking A-Chain. I just want more A-Chain. Man. I just want to draft a lot more of him. I haven't gotten enough of him. I faded him for a while because of the Dalvin Cook stuff. I think it's fine that we took a running back in round 10 after, we sort of made up our ground at wide receiver. We have wide receivers through the flex plus another one. We'll draft like a bunch more. Again, we're probably going to go like 2-5-9-2. I'm just a really big fan of A-Chain. What's your take on Najee this year? I feel like Rachaad White and Connor will have similar production and go way later. I don't understand his price. Well, he's younger than Connor, a little bit more durable. Like, I don't like Najee either. But there is a point in the draft where I'm willing to take him in, like, I don't know, like the late 4th, early 5th. But, yeah, I don't really like him either. He's also more of a projected volume guy. But he's also young enough in his career. Like, a bounce back wouldn't shock me with his draft capital and his age. But I agree. I don't really like him either. I appreciate that, Rick. You said, always cool info from the fucking basement. Keep it going. Will do, brother. Just found you this week. Great content, man. I appreciate that, Blake. Yeah, exactly. Like, wanting to see it first is, like, the stone worst, like, thing that you can do. Being like, I'm not going to draft him because we haven't seen him play. Well, here's the thing. If Bijan Robinson is good, right, and he pays off, and he's a first overall pick, second overall pick next year, then you only get to take him when you get the first or second overall pick. Right now, you can get in early and get as much as him as you'd like at, like, the 7, 8, 9 spot, 10 spot even in some spots. So I'm taking a bunch of him. A-Rich went 8-12. That's like about where he usually goes. I could be wrong. Or that's not too far away from his ADP, I don't think. I could be wrong. Do I ever go 2 top 12 tight ends? If they're like back end tight ends, I won't go like Andrews, Kelsey, but I'll go Freiermuth and Njoku. I think both of those guys are like top 12. I'm tempted to go Damian Harris for some correlation here because we missed out on Kincaid. We missed out on Kincaid, and I don't love the wide receivers here. So let's go Damian Harris. I'm open to the idea of cutting it off at those 4 RBs, but we might still draft 5. I think we're probably going to set up a 2-5-9-2 here now that I kind of look at things. But we do need to really start hitting wide receivers. We took two little steps away from a wide receiver there. But I think it was the play. We needed some kind of stat. Like, we had a naked Josh Allen through that point. Are you going on other shows with Overzet, Fantasy Pros, or any others for more exposure this year? I'm not sure. August is so busy. And we already get so much exposure in August that I haven't really. I mean, I've reached out to some guys about coming on the channel, but in terms of me going elsewhere, probably not. Like, I'm trying to dedicate as much time on this stuff, but if I was approached, like, I haven't been asked by anybody. It depends on who it is. Like, if Overzet asked me to come on one of his streams, I probably would. But like one-off stuff, not doing a ton of. I will say I did do first week of August, or no, like August 1st. I did 2 shows. David Gattiari's show, I think is like Fantasy Football Guru or something, and then Kev's show, Roto Surgeon, the Operating Room, that I can give links to if anybody wants to see those. But I put them in the Discord. I put them in the Discord in like the videos tab. Yeah, I'm seeing people. Yeah, I'm not good at at golf. I want to get really good at golf though, man. I want to get really good at it. I don't know why. I think it's just like a masculine urge, dude. It's just a masculine urge to be good at golf. I'm skipping ahead on the chat. I'm trying to stay up to date with what you guys are on about. Isn't Harris injured? I'm not super concerned just yet about him. Yeah, Khalil Shakur will definitely be a target of ours at some point here. We got a super chat from Joe again. I appreciate that, man. Mr. August on his game. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. All right, so let's see here. 26 seconds to make a pick. None of these really go with anything that we got going on, like Chargers, Dallas, Green Bay. So let's go with, of these guys, I probably like, let's go Rashee Rice. We kind of need the upside of like rookies right now. I don't mind targeting that, you know, of course, KC offense. I'm down to target that. Ron, have you seen / are you buying into the Dalton Kincaid hype? I have a real tough time taking him where he goes in like the 11th over Greg Dulcich, but once Greg Dulcich is gone, in like the 12th round, I can stomach him, but it's just a really tough bet to make. It's a really tough bet to make. Do I take Bijan at 3-4? No, I take him around like 6, 7, 8, something in there. I probably take him around like 108. I have my ranks as like 106. It kind of just comes down to playing like the ADP game, I guess. You love these late night streams? Me too, man. I will say I feel bad. I don't respond to a ton of comments on YouTube, but I sort of like we're connecting here every night. Like I'll like comments and I'll respond to them here and there. But I'm telling you, like from the time that I wake up and get to my desk, like I'm just working on research for videos for you guys. We're doing like rankings updates and stuff. So I do feel bad not being super active in comments on some of these videos we've been dropping. But I come on here, like anybody that wants to talk to me, you can just hop in a live stream and interact with me, you know? How crucial is stacking? I'm going to make a stacking 101 type video that really just covers why I think you should do it in home leagues, because I get that question a ton where it's like, dude, like, what are you doing in these like high stakes drafts? Like, why are you setting up correlation? You still should. But in terms of like week 17 correlation and like getting pretty extra with it, that's really just an underdog thing. Because you just want to optimize so that if your team is really good, it's correlation so that it's optimized for week 17. It's crucial on underdog, but in home leagues, I think stacking is still crucial. Like week 17 stuff, you can throw out the door. How many times have I had Chipotle this week? I actually had Jersey Mike's for lunch today. I decided to ball out a little bit. Let's go Mingo. Let's just keep stacking up like upside pass catchers here. Mingo's been getting some rave reviews. Apparently came out. Now, I don't really care a ton about unofficial depth charts, but like I'll mention it because it's relevant here. But like Mingo is ahead of Terrace Marshall on the unofficial depth chart. I guess that's something. But I think I've had Chipotle. It's Wednesday. I think I had Chipotle. I had it just on Tuesday. How's drafting going tonight, Ron? I think it's going pretty good. Does the size of leagues change which tactics / draft shots work best? Yeah, I think it's all kind of just sort of figuring out what works best for your league. But across the board, the idea of drafting, you know, if it's half PPR or full PPR, I'm trying to draft enough wide receivers to fill my flex and then another 1 or 2 through 10 rounds. And that's kind of my guiding compass. I'm going to make a video on that. Once we're done, we're going to have I think tomorrow we're going to drop the 0 RB strategy video. So be on the lookout for that. Not in the morning, but probably the afternoon. We might do a double upload tomorrow. We'll see. But then once we cover kind of my 3 main draft strategies, I'm going to make a video where I tie them all together and kind of talk through my core principles, how I approach leagues, and just sort of, you know, I do want to make it certain that I love all the love you guys give to draft strategy videos and all the research I put into them. But the point isn't to go into a draft with like, okay, I'm going to do double hero RB here. It's to really take best player available through like 3 rounds and then just mold your draft around that structurally to make sure that you can take the falling value early and the players you want early, and then kind of mold those picks from like 4 through like 12 in a way that sets you up to fix, you know, if you take a bunch of running backs up top to kind of fix, you know, your wide receiver quality on the back end, and just sort of, you know, compensating for what you did through those first 3 picks is kind of the entire thing there. Hey, we got the pound in here. What's going on? Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, and I imagine you've been seeing it too. BBMs feel soft as ever right now. Nothing but like people who are newer to the site, which is great, but you can get some crazy values and crazy looking teams. Like the guy at 112 today in this draft went Diggs AJ Brown, which is a start I haven't quite seen yet. So hats off to that, man. Trying to decide if we are in. No, we're not. So you're going to really make me take Adam Thielen past ADP like this. Dude, I don't like Adam Thielen, fellas, but we just took Carolina. We got to hammer wide receivers. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take Adam Thielen like 15 picks past ADP. Why not? Why not? Will I make a home league draft video? Yeah, the plan is right now. Everything goes according to plan. I've talked about it before. It's actually really, really cool, man. Underdog has helped the boy out a ton. And they've actually funded. They're sponsoring a trip for me and all of my guys in my home league to get an Airbnb down the Jersey Shore. And we're going to film our live draft there. We're going to do some like fun on the beach draft order, like combine activity kind of thing. It's going to be really, really cool. It's going to all be filmed. It's going to be filmed the weekend of August 19th. But it should be posted like another week or so after that once it's all like edited down and stuff. But yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. Yeah, I did hear that Bryce Young was going crazy in practice. If you only play one for the rest of your life, would you go best ball or dynasty? I got to be honest, probably best ball. Probably best ball. I do love Dynasty, but at the end of the day, like, I love Dynasty, but at the end of the day, you can't win a ton of money on Dynasty. Like, I do love Dynasty. I love the grind of, like, making trades and everything. But at the end of the day, like, I like the upside of best ball. And even these, like, season-long tournaments, like the high-stakes tournaments we do, like $350, like $250,000 up top. I like the upside of that, right? Because, like, at the end of the day, I mean, like, you can get a positive ROI in your Dynasty leagues, but you can't, you know, you can't turn $25 into $3 million in Dynasty. So that's really what it comes down to for me. But I hate that you made me choose. First time here, just sub. Thanks for your work. Appreciate you, man. Mr. I am August. I'm gonna if we hit if we hit 50,000 subscribers by week 1, I'm legally changing my name to August Stewart. All right, so let's think for a second here. Let's think for a second. So this is going to come this way. Yeah, this has to be Bryce Young. I was honestly aiming for Jordan Love, and then we kind of just slept on a wide receiver for longer than I would have liked. And we took so many Carolina players here, we might as well. Purdy to Ayuk is definitely an option, though. Let's go young. Let's go with the upside of a rookie. We don't know. Like, Purdy has questions. I don't know if he's going to start 17 games. So we talked about earlier, like, if he kind of reverts back to what we thought he was coming out of school, it's like a 7th-round pick. And even if it's not Trey Lance, it could be Sam Darnold. You know, he has guys breathing down his neck, Brock Purdy. So I liked him when he was, like, pretty much free. But now I'll take Bryce Young over him for sure. You said Pitbull is filling soon. Yeah, I got 10 Pitbull slows going on right now. Doing another draft afterwards? Probably not. But I promise, like, our, like, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday streams will be longer. These, like, Monday through Wednesdays, I kind of got to keep them tight because, like, I got to wake up early tomorrow and make sure I get that 0 RB video done for you guys. You said badgeless, but I'll take your money. I like that mindset. Same mindset I'd have. Oh, I'm a sicko, Kyle. I have all the Week 17 matchups memorized. Should I go through them in my head? I'm not going to. I think that'd be boring content, but I do know all of them. You said Dynasty for you because you're better at it. That's probably fair. Scroll up to the top. Yeah, let me service the audio listeners again real quick. Let me service those bulls. So we started from the 7th spot. We went Eckler, Tony Pollard, Josh Allen, naked Josh Allen, but if he's available this late in the 3rd, I kind of just have to take him. We go Christian Watson, Ayuk, Mike Evans, Darren Waller, Treylon Burks, Jamison Williams, Devin Achane, Damian Harris, Rashee Rice, Mingo, Adam Thielen, and then Bryce Young. Wow, 177 Justin Ross. He's getting to a spot now. I like Justin Ross when he was free 99 in the 18th round, but y'all can have him in the 15th round. I can't get there. I just can't. Chosen August Stewart, world peace. August Freedom, like Enes Kanter. Dude. What's this what is Cream Pie Gang referring to here, Famous Kev? That's so crazy, dude. I agree. I agree. I've talked about this before. And we're going to pull back the curtain here again, right? Because we pull back the curtain on short form. Redraft trade content is huge. It does well in the algorithm. That's the bottom line. So I'll always continue to make those videos, and I enjoy making those videos. So this is Koloshikar very easily here. I have an idea for how we're going to get a New England stack. I don't know. Yeah, we're screwed. We're not getting a Jaguars bring back on the other side of this Carolina stack that we just set up. But at least we got our Buffalo going on here. Right, yeah, we don't have Jaguars. Like, nothing. I'm not taking, like... I gotta be honest, dude. Like, a late-round flyer on JaMychal Hasty is, like, low-key interesting. It's low-key interesting, but I don't think I can stomach it. I don't think I can. I don't think I'll go that far for Week 17 correlation. But, yeah, trades are great for content. I like making those videos and working the trade market, but I'm never really even making trades in redraft season because my home league, I don't want to make any trades. I'm at a spot where I'm not going to, like, trade rape and fleece my buddies to a championship because then they're just not going to play with me anymore, you know? It's like, Ron, you do this for your job, and now you're, like, taking advantage of us in our home league. Like, I'm not going to do that. And then the high-stakes stuff, once you start having the high stakes, like, trades start to get really, when there's a lot of money on the line, trades start to get pretty iffy. Damn, that's so early for Hunter Henry, man. I wanted him to come back to us. Damn. Strap in S tier? I think so. I think so. Joe Dokes, I appreciate that. But what was I going to say? Trading's good for content. I think it's good as well, but I agree that trading I prefer in Dynasty. Hit the like, subscribe. Yeah, all that stuff. Helps the boy out a ton. Pablo Escobar is in here. The draft has been pretty good. So you spend more time listening to me than your girlfriend in August. Well, I am August. That's how it should be. If she's like, well, why are you always listening to this wrong guy? I'd be like, did you check the calendar? It's just kind of the rules, man. It's just kind of the rules. Anybody have a take on JaMychal Hasty? This has to be, let's go Gesicki. We'll get a nice little New England bring back there. I don't know if I have the stomach for JaMychal Hasty. Maybe. I'm curious what you guys think about JaMychal Hasty here. But we don't have to force that Week 17 correlation. Like, it's not really needed. So the last few videos doing numbers, yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. The algorithm has been super, super kind to me this last, like, week. And I'm just going to keep feeding it. I'm going to keep coming out here and making the best possible videos I possibly can for you guys. We have a lot of bangers in the vault right now. When are we running back the Patreon League? I'll probably make a post on Sunday on Patreon. But I'm thinking probably sometime towards the end of the month. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm curious what you guys think here. I'm kind of debating doing like a 24-hour stream. I think doing a 24-hour stream at like the end of August or like the really beginning of September before the season starts and just doing like a shit ton of underdog drafts, maybe mix in some high stakes, maybe mix in like a subscriber, do the subscriber league draft there. So like subscriber league, just like an absolute just like stream palooza. But I do know that like Mason did that last year. I don't really keep up with his content. I imagine he's probably gonna do something similar this year, so I don't really want to steal his flow or anything. But like I feel like 24-hour streams, I feel like pretty much all industries do that. So we'll see. I'm curious. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, we're not going to go hasty. I think we're just going to go Fournette. We'll go Fournette. Maybe Fournette signs with the Jaguars. 24-hour stream could be fun. I'm telling you, I don't think it would be all that difficult for me. Make it I can't stream an entire weekend. Don't do a thing of the vocal cords. I think I'd be all right. Maybe the vocal cords would get screwed up. No, I think I'd be fine, dude. Do the Wheel of Doom. Yeah, I could mix in a wheel too. I'd probably do the high stakes like more towards the beginning. I'd probably do the high stakes drafts like right in the beginning, I think. I would definitely have some guests on. I'm not sure yet. 24 is a lot. Maybe I should set a goal. Maybe I should set a goal, and if we hit this goal, I'll do 24 hours. It does feel like it's stealing. I'm not gonna lie. It does feel like it's stealing his flow a little bit. Because I know he did it last year. He did 24-hour stream for 100,000 subs. I think I would do a 24-hour stream if we hit 100K. But if we're not 100K, we're not gonna hit it. Maybe we do, but that's a crazy outcome. If we hit 50,000 subs before week 1, 50K subs, I think I would do it. I think I would. I'm not sure. Should I do if we hit 50K? Do you think 50K is too lofty of a goal? On the pace we've been on this past week, now I know that's a dangerous game to be like, we're going to continue this pace for the rest of August, but it's not crazy. It's not crazy. What do we think about that? Like, would you guys even want to see me do a 24-hour stream? I don't know. Maybe we'll do just like another like draft-a-thon kind of thing where we had like the wheel and like my brother. That was pretty fun last time. Or I could be open to a stream-a-thon where I know they do like a sub-a-thon, where like if you do if you like sub or something, then they have to like go for another like 10 minutes. Maybe I could set it up in a way where if like you use a underdog promo code or you sign up for patreon.com, I keep going, but I think that would just be me going forever. I don't know. Yeah, a hot 12 hours might be the play. A 12-hour stream with like that wheel incorporated. It seems like you guys loved the wheel last year. Like that was where like my little brother like slapped me with a tortilla. So maybe we could bring that back. That was pretty fun. Could do a 12-hour like wheel stream with like my brother, but like also find a way to like do like a shit ton of, or not with my brother, but I could have him be a guest. Have some guests. I don't know. I want to do a big stream. I want to. If we're gonna stream every single day until week 1, I do kind of want to sort of finish this thing off with like a bang at some point. So it's still early August. We don't have to iron out the details just yet, but there's something that's on my mind right now. I'll say I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Whether it's 12 hours, 24. If I want to do the wheel thing. I don't know. We did a wheel last name that was really fun. 12 hours, go to bed, and then 12 hours the next day. That could be interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely. I mean, we did it last year. The Rising. We're gonna do the Patreon leagues. Like that's definitely going to be. We'll stream all those drafts simultaneously, like we did last time, and I might just mix that in. I'm saying that might be something that I just mix in like one of these like a marathon stream where like, because I want there to be like, I want to do underdog drafts. We don't have to do it the entire time. I want to break it up with like, okay, this is going to be the subscriber draft, and this is going to be a high stakes draft, and then like maybe we do, you know, we'll do like 3 or 4 underdog drafts, and then break it up with a subscriber league, and then 3 or 4 underdog drafts, break it up with like a high stakes, do another, you know, 5, 6 underdog drafts, and call it a day or something like that. I don't know yet. And people seem like they no, the Cream Pie Club. I'm still recovering here. Yeah, the tortilla slap video was sweet, or the that was pretty fun. And I think it just didn't pan out last year because it just wasn't thought out very well. And it was also at a spot where the algorithm wasn't going crazy for me at the time, so it was like a stream of like, it was like only 100 people, which is fine, but you need to have a ton of people in there because the whole point of it was like every time someone used a promo code, I would spin the wheel and do a punishment. But when you only have like 100 people in there, like there's only so many new people to Underdog to use promo codes, so it had to be a situation where we were popping enough to get enough people to use promo codes. But yeah, we could do a combination of the two where it's Underdog codes and Patreon subscriptions, and every time that happens, I spin the wheel, do a punishment, and we stream for like 12 hours. That could be fun. People seem to really like the wheel. So yeah, so these are just some ideas. It's getting late now. I'm probably gonna pop out of here, but I do appreciate it. We'll sort of iron out the the details over the next week or so. But I did just want to sort of get that out. Something I was thinking about earlier today. You said, yeah, buddy, Productions. You said, really good info. Been playing fantasy since 1998, and you, my friend, are pretty solid in the way you break it down. I would like to join your Patreon. I appreciate that, man. I do have the link. I don't know if you're asking for the link or not, but the link to the Patreon is in the description down below. The rankings on there are completely up to date. You have the cheat sheet on there, my ideal draft tiers, all that good stuff on the Patreon, patreon.com/SeanStewart. But we did just finish up a draft tier. Let's break it down for a second, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Let's see. Where did it go? So that was number 84 BBMs. We're at 84 so far. I think we'll max this thing out before week 1 pretty easily. But we ended up going with a 2-5-9-2 build. It was a pretty classic like hero RB type build. Josh Allen, Bryce Young up top. We stacked Josh Allen to Khalil Shakur, Damian Harris. A little bit scary not having like a ton of Buffalo. We got to bring back in terms of week 17 matchup versus New England with Mike Gesicki. And then we also have the out that Leonard Fournette signs with New England. Then we have Bryce Young stacked to Khalil Shakur, or no, not stacked to Khalil Shakur, but stacked to Adam Thielen and Jonathan Mingo. You then also have, you don't have a bring back, but like in the crazy off chance that Fournette signs with the Jaguars, I think that there's a 0% chance that happens, but we have the upside of that there. If not, no week 17 correlation there is fine. We go 2 running backs to start the team, and then Josh Allen. So not taking a running back or taking a wide receiver not until round 4 is pretty scary to do on Underdog when it's so wide receiver heavy and wide receiver oriented, but we decided to sort of take a little bit of a stand here. It's not something I do very often, but it's like a double hero RB build. We go A-Chain, Damian Harris, Fournette, and then our wide receivers are as so. We have Watson, Ayuk, Evans, which I think like Watson and Evans are both like really high upside guys. Jameson Williams, like guys who can give me like massive spike weeks. I think it's well built. Treylon Burks, like a nice year 2 breakout. We have 2 rookies as like upside picks. Adam Thielen way past his ADP. Khalil Shakur is a stack to Josh Allen. I kind of like the way the team looks. And then Darren Waller, like a nice little elite tight end. I think it's a really solid team. Now, I appreciate you guys coming out here. ADP discrepancy video will probably be out next week. But I appreciate you guys coming out here. Again, if you're new to Underdog Fantasy, I have a link in the description. In the comment section down below, it'll be pinned at the top. You click the link. It'll take you to Underdog Fantasy. It'll use promo code RON. When you use promo code RON, you get $100 matched. Up to $100 matched in your first deposit, and you can hop in here, draft best ball teams with me. We're going to be drafting all summer long. We're going to be streaming every single day from now through kickoff. So if you want to hop on here, get some best ball drafts in where you get to draft them. You don't have to worry about them at all. You draft, no trades, no waivers, no nothing. They set the lineup every week for you. Perfect way to sort of hang out, get some mental reps for your home league, and try out Underdog Fantasy. So all that being said, I appreciate another successful stream here, smashing success. You guys are going absolutely crazy. We're getting like 300 plus in these live streams every night. So I'm going to keep delivering to you guys the best content possible. Now, I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow might be, don't quote me on this, it might be a high stakes draft with Jacob Sanderson. We'll see. But it could just be Underdog drafts with me. But either way, it should be a fun time. I think we're going to have 2 videos coming out tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. And as always, I love you guys, and I will see you all in the next one.